Hey guys, so I did something that might hurt the business in the short term, and that was taking the mention of unlimited video editing completely off of the website. It's a pretty common search term. In this video, I want to tell you why I've done this. Have you noticed the trend in unlimited graphic design, unlimited video editing, unlimited XYZ service? Okay, I don't want to pick on Design Pickle, but this kind of explosion in unlimited XYZ service is mostly due to their success. I just want to kind of walk you through like what Design Pickle is doing in their marketing and why it may be confusing consumers and leading to higher churn rates and just like kind of a poor experience for everybody who's coming in under the guise of unlimited XYZ service. So let's jump over to the pricing page and just kind of check it out. You'll see that on here that they use the word unlimited a total of 13 times. And the number one usage of it is going to be like at the top here where it's unlimited requests. Now, I want you to let that sink in for a moment. What is the definition of request? It's basically act of asking politely for something. So if you want to distill it down, Design Pickle's core value proposition is the ability to ask politely for design services. Now, obviously, like you could request $1 million from me. It doesn't mean I'm actually going to give it to you. So let's talk about, I guess, fulfillment and delivery next. So this is kind of obfuscated, but it's near to the end of the pricing table. You get a 1 to 2 day turnaround. So that means that what in the consumer's mind is unlimited is now closer to 15 to 30 projects per month. And if you keep scrolling down the page, you'll note that they mention business days here. So that's about 21 business days per month. So now that number goes from down to the range of 10 to 20. It goes beyond that because the revisions basically eat up active work time. Somewhere between the definition of what does unlimited really mean and how many revisions can I make, you learn that basically revisions take up the active project time, so that's not included in the 1 to 2 days per project. So you add in revisions and you're looking at only getting between 5 to 10 projects per month. When you compare to unlimited, 5 to 10 is definitely not unlimited. It's very limited, if you will. And this point right here that the delivery falls behind is the key limitation of basically all unlimited services. You're limited by the human's ability to deliver. Items that like kind of, again, obfuscate what you're getting here is like pretty much all these services will explain that like you get a designated designer. Now, yes, that does help that you're working with one person, but it also has the effect that maybe you think that this person's only client, basically. When we talk about like speed of delivery, when we talk about quality of deliverables, this is directly impacted to how much time each day someone has to work on your project. Now, if you're not like reading the fine print, nowhere does it says like, hey, we've got 10 other clients working with this one designer and your project is just like a little fraction of their workload. Nowhere does it really say that. It's more something that you have to understand basically as a consumer, but no one's going to warn you of it. So yeah, I mean, I think that these services, they work well for a certain group of people that aren't really motivated, I guess, by numbers, and it's kind of more of an emotional sale for them almost, kind of like as if you're buying a timeshare. In general, agencies do add value. The main value is, I guess, in curation and scalability. They're curating good graphic designers and they have a scalable solution, basically. As far as trying to like pinpoint like what you're actually getting as far as a deliverable, they're super vague and kind of like fuzzy on this. It's very not transparent, very opaque. So let's switch away from Design Pickle and let's talk about video editing, because this is a field I've got more experience in. I have my own video editing agency now, and I've also worked in other video editing agencies that have branded themselves as unlimited video editing. What I found in like the past companies is that an experienced video editor would come in as a client and they'd say, hey, what's going on here? This took 3 days. You guys didn't do that much work on here. I know how much time this takes. So this is like an educated consumer and they understand like, hey, this isn't what I thought I was paying for, basically. most companies that offer unlimited services, they don't state exactly what you're getting. You don't understand how many clients go to each video editor or designer, whatever they're selling. They keep this number kind of private. But in doing some research, I did find VideoBuddy, which is offering unlimited video editing, but they're actually fairly honest in explaining it's not unlimited. When you get down to the key metric that you should be looking for, which is turnaround time, they explain that basically like you only get a minimum of 1 hour per day. So basically they're saying that each editor has 8 clients. If not all of these 8 clients submit work, then you might get more time, but only expect to get like 1 hour per day. So if you have a 5-hour project, this could take 5 days basically. And this metric of like how much time is available to work on your project versus the fulfillment time versus the quality of what you get back is completely controlled by the company. So this is something that should be very transparent. Like you should know exactly what this number is. And I would say that if you're considering any unlimited services, you should just ask them, what can you guarantee me as far as like time worked per day, as far as like what I actually get basically. I want to show another kind of random example of a website that's offering unlimited services, and that's going to be Video Husky. So their website has the unlimited video editing copy as well. What I find deeply troubling about this service is I know that they're basically selling fractional editors as everyone else is. But if you go to their pricing page, they have 3 pricing plans, and I find it very troubling the way they've named these plans. So you have part-time, full-time, and overtime. So now the average person is thinking, okay, great, I'll just sign up for a full-time video editor for $555 a month. So over the course of a week, when you think you're purchasing 40 hours, you're really only getting about 8 hours of actual edit time. I'm going to make a statement here, and this applies to everyone who's using the term unlimited for their service offering. If you're using humans and not software, you shouldn't be using the term unlimited because you're limited by the human labor there. There's always a limit. It's not good for your business. It's not good for when people figure out like what they're actually getting and they churn out. It's very gimmicky in my view. So this is why I've made this change. And what I've gone with is we're going to call it fractional video editing because that's what you're getting. And this I think is fair. Like, hey, you're getting up to 2 hours per day. And same thing, like we've got 4 clients get assigned to each editor. 1 client doesn't submit, great. And then you get like maybe 2 hours and a half or some fraction of it per day. And I think that this is good. Like video editing is a fairly time-intensive task. You have downloads, uploads, renders, the actual video editing process. Like it needs a little bit of time. And I think that we should guarantee that time to each customer that uses our service. So that's why I've made the switch from calling it an unlimited video editing service to a fractional video editing service. Now, I'm curious about your thoughts. If you agree or disagree, definitely leave comments below. I'm curious, is Unlimited XYZ Service, is that just marketing puffery, or is it actively trying to deceive the consumers and something that your business should avoid at all costs? Let me know, and thanks for watching.